everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com. I'm back today with the March 2021 bargain bead box. I cannot believe I got it this soon. I feel like I keep saying that, but I think this definitely broke the record. So anyway, this subscription is normally $17.95 per month shipped to your door, no additional shipping in the US. I also have a coupon code. It is Opal2 if you want to save $2 off your first month. The value of this subscription is amazing. Every month the theme is different, so we will get into it and see what is inside this time around. All right, everything is in our tissue paper bundle. Here is the information with our theme. And it says this month's theme is called Celtic Inspirations. So it looks like we're going to be expecting some rich greens, some teals, and even a little bit of silver for our findings. That's going to be the theme this month as far as the colors are concerned. And this insert also lets you know what the coupon code is for this month. If you're a subscriber, you also get a really generous coupon code to their sister site, beadboxbargains.com. So it'll be 30% off to use on already low prices. And you also have a chance to win $25 in store credit to their sister site if you submit a photo of anything that you've made from this collection. So on the back, we see the list of everything that's included. We're going to have 19 different things to go through today, which is amazing for the price of the box. And I will leave the link to this subscription as well as that coupon code down below. Just keep in mind, their subscription has been really growing in popularity month after month, and it's possible that they have a waiting list. So just a heads up on that in case that is still the case. Let's take a quick sneak peek of our tissue paper bundle and take a little look at what's in store. All right, so of course we have our green organza bag, which is an indication of our theme. Like the insert said, we're in for some greens and silvers this time around. So I'm going to get organized and we will go through everything one at a time. All right, those of you green lovers are really going to be happy about this month's subscription. The first item we're going to take a look at in bag number 1, it says these are 2 pieces of approximately 18 by 13 millimeter green aventurine teardrop pendants. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're pretty small. Like you could actually get away with using these at the bottoms of earrings if you want, unless you wanted to make a more dainty pendant. Of course, you could also do something a little bit more elaborate if you wanted to with these, since they are pretty plain. Of course, they are beautiful enough on their own. So you can see that all of them are going to be a little bit different. That's just the nature of stone. I have one that is a little bit lighter than the other. They're smooth, no facets or anything, and you can see the hole that is drilled there at the top. Item number 2, this is a bag containing 20 pieces of 7.5 millimeter 3-petal bead caps. So as you can see, these are a kind of floral inspired silver bead cap. A handy finding addition to go with this month's theme and gives us a glimpse of what the color tone is going to look like as far as the findings go. In bag number 3, we have 4 pieces of 18 by 15 millimeter Celtic knot flat round charms. So like it says, these are charms, they're not connectors, so they have the one loop there at the top, and I do believe they are the same on both sides. So that's a look at these with that Celtic design. And bag number 4, which contains 2 pieces of 24 by 17 millimeter knotwork charms / links. So here we have some links inside bag number 4. And you can see how there's so many different openings on these links where you could really do a lot with them if you wanted to use them in earrings or in a necklace or in a bracelet, whatever you want to do. You have lots of places where you can connect beads or wire, bead stringing wire, knotting, cord, all sorts of things. Next up is bag number 5, where we're bringing in some more beads. So we have 14 inches of 6mm green agate rounds. And these are, of course, dyed. They match the aventurine very well, and they are kind of milky in appearance. They're not quite to the point where you can see through them, just slightly. You can see the hole that's running through the middle, and they look like they're in good shape. But 14 inches of these beads, so we have a lot to work with. Next up, we have bag number 6, and this contains 10 pieces of 13.5mm crystal disco faceted round beads, blue-green. Can definitely see why they're called that. These actually have a little bit of weight to them. I'm surprised. They are pretty chunky. You can see all of those very, very flashy facets all over these disco ball beads. They're quite pretty the way that the light reflects off of them. You get a lot of interesting flashes of blue, green, and gold in particular. In bag number 7, we have 1 meter of 5 by 3.5mm textured steel jewelry chain. Our classic chain that we get pretty much every month, which comes in handy. This one just being slightly larger than some of the chains we've gotten in the past, but not by much. It's still pretty delicate, and you can see that the links are kind of ribbed. They have a little bit of that texture to them, nice and open. So you can really do a lot with this, including using this to break up for extender chain, or if you wanted to wire wrap something onto this, wire wrap some beads, that kind of thing. And then we have bag number 8. So this contains 50 pieces of 5.5mm swirled rope spacer beads. Another very practical finding item that coordinates with our other findings in this particular month's collection. So you can see it's kind of a rope-like appearance that these have. So I don't need to take these out of the bag. They're a pretty basic item, and the hole actually looks a little bit larger than your typical spacer bead hole. So that could be interesting, possibly even able to use this in a knotting project or with some kind of thicker cord. So maybe keep that in mind. Then in bag number 9, we have 2 pieces of 31 by 27mm Celtic knot donuts with loops. So here you go, you can see the knotted design, also quite wide open with lots of places that you could hang things from these, attach to different areas of these findings, and also add something hanging right in the middle where it would kind of frame a bead or something like that. And there's a look at the back, so they are not double-sided. That's what the back looks like. But that definitely coordinates with the theme we have going on. All right, and next we have bag number 10. This contains a 16-inch strand of 6 by 4mm crystal Rondelle beads in teal green champagne. How gorgeous is that color? And I like that they are bringing in some of this teal to complement a lot of the green that we're seeing this month. These are ultra sparkly, very, very beautiful crystal Rondelle beads, and a lot to work with, of course. These will be a nice complement to the other shapes and sizes we've seen so far, and we of course have more to look at. You can see how most of these beads are that translucent teal color, and then there's just these hints of the silvery metallic champagne. And then next in bag number 11, some more beads. We have a 5-piece strand of approximately 12mm hand-carved green aventurine leaf beads. Beautiful. And here they are. These are absolutely gorgeous. I love how simple they are, but they are leaf inspired. You can see the gentle etching that these have on their teardrop shape, which make them look like leaves instead of just a teardrop, and certainly go very well with those teardrop shaped little pendants down below. And then next in bag number 12, we have 8 pieces of 18 by 15.5 Dara knot drop/links. So another item that you could use as a charm or as a link, just because of the open nature of this knotted design, you have the loop there at the top, but of course you have other places that you could connect to. And once again, just very generous with the quantities that they send. Something I like to highlight with these unboxings is just the overall value of the bargain bead box. It can't be beat, really. I mean, you get gemstone beads, you get all these different findings, and crystal beads and focals. It's just amazing all the things you can do with just 1 month subscription. And we still have a lot left to look at. We are at bag number 13. This one contains 9 pieces of 10mm green aventurine round beads. So even more green aventurine in yet another size. Just such a stunning stone. Beautiful, milky, rich green. We have some 10mm rounds now. We already looked at the 6mm agates. We have some of those even larger crystal rounds, not to mention our other shapes. So a really diverse amount of sizes that they include, which makes this box just a dream to design with, in my opinion. All right, next we have bag number 14. This one contains 4 pieces, or 4 sets rather, of 16 by 21mm ornate toggle clasps. These are beautiful. You can see we have the loops and we have the bars, and they are the same on both sides. They seem like they're just a little bit darker on the loop inside, which makes that design stand out, that is a little bit brighter and more shiny. And what would a bargain bead box be without toggle clasps? Another very versatile item. All right, and then we have bag number 15. This one contains a 30 by 20mm approximately green aventurine teardrop focal. Okay, cool. So this will actually go very well with our other teardrop aventurines, this one being the larger one. So my thought automatically is maybe earrings to go with a necklace. See what I'm thinking? And there's a look at this lovely green aventurine stone focal. And again, I'm sure they're all going to be a little bit different, some being slightly darker, some being slightly lighter. That's just the nature of a natural gemstone type material. And then there is a look at the back. It's flat back there, and then more rounded around the top. Then we have bag number 16. These look beautiful. So these are, it's a 7-inch strand of 8mm faceted English cut candy jade beads, and they are dyed. So these are jade being in quotation marks, so imitation jade. And these really do look like little candies. I love the way these are cut. The English cut is just very unique. It's something different than a round. And it's just so interesting, those different triangular cuts that they have. You can see that some of these beads are lighter, some are darker, which is great because that'll pull in some of those different tones that you see in the stone beads and focals anyway. It'll bring that all together and it makes it a little bit more interesting. There's a look at the light passing through those two. You can see some of them have a little bit more concentration of color than the others. And then in bag number 17, we have 2 pieces of approximately 24 to 27mm half matte green agate coin beads. Wow, these are really interesting. So these are something I would automatically want to bead around or wire wrap. I just feel like it would be nice to do something else with these to make them really pop with that green, make them a little bit more interesting, but they are pretty cool. I like the table cut that they have, how smooth they are on the top and bottom, and then they are frosty matte around the edges. Very unique bead, something I have not seen before that they've included, and they have quite a good size to them, so you could definitely turn these into some type of a focal. Next, we have bag number 18. This one contains a 7-inch strand of 8 by 6mm crystal rondelle beads in metallic green iris. So some more crystals. This time we're getting yet another size, and it kind of brings together that green and teal color combination. So there's this strand we're all pretty familiar with, Rondelle's, I think, by this point. Very shiny, faceted beads, reflective with that iris finish. And you can see how they are mostly green, but you can see some hints of blue as well as some silver and gold when the light hits them a certain way. And we're on our final bag, number 19. We have 2 pieces of 29.5mm Triquetra pendants. So here's a look at these 2 pendants. They have also a jump ring on the top already attached. There's a look at the back. Something that I think about with pendants like this, if they don't have the same detail on the front and the back, is that you can actually put something like this back to back and then link them together. That way, if it's flipping to another side, it won't really matter. So that's just something I thought I would point out. But it's got the knotted detail, which you'd expect from this particular Celtic theme. And that does it for our March 2021 bargain bead box. I think they did a great job, again, packing in so many different things into this wonderful value of a subscription. Gemstone beads, crystal beads, focals, both stone and metallic, and all the coordinating findings to go with those as well. Every month the theme changes, so next month will be something totally different. Last month was absolutely exquisite with lots of different shades of aqua and teal and antique copper findings. It's always a fun surprise to see what color scheme they're gonna go with. So once again, I will leave the coupon code OPAL2 as well as the link to the subscription right down below the video if you want to try them out. That would make your first month only $15.95 shipped if you're in the US. They do also ship internationally for an additional shipping cost. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, so please feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this month's theme, if anything jumps out at you or anything else you'd like to say. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. And you can hit that subscribe button while you're here because I'd love to have you back when I'm posting new content. Well, that's all I have for now. I will see you all again real soon. And until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.